Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tara, and if you're new, welcome to the family. So today's video is kind of like a vlog style video about the different projects that I've been working on of the month of April. And what I mean by a vlog style video is that I'm not in my traditional studio, and that I am in the library and I'm not done up head to toe or done up to the T in makeup. I'm kind of just more like my casual self with a Harry Potter t-shirt that you guys can't really see in this cut of the video. And it's just gonna, be chill. So without further ado, let's get into this. So the first part of this video is going to be my Etsy haul. So I'm going to head off with past Tara to talk about the first part of my Etsy haul that go along with my projects. So for whatever reason, my mic decided it didn't want to record this part of the video. I apologize. So the first package that we have is a Patronus fabric, which now, as I am over voicing this part of the video, I have a brilliant idea. I got another tote bag from Accio that would be perfect to add to this. It's my Dumbledore's Army tote bag. And then the next is my pin board that I have. I ordered a pin board so that I could put all my pins in one place. And then we have the final package of this segment that is of two fabrics. The first is a stained glass Hogwarts fabric, and then the other one is a Fantastic Beasts fabric, and both are going to be used in my tote bags that you will see being put together later in the video. Alright, back to future self. We have one more item before we go into the actual projects that we do, that I do for my Etsy haul / other projects that I've just been working on. The other thing that makes this a vlog style video is that it originally was gonna be a bunch of videos individually, and I just felt like it wasn't enough content or like enough that you guys wanted to see, so I added in some Harry Potter stuff and some non-Harry Potter projects to this video. So yeah, that's what else makes it a vlog style. So back to alright, so we got our last package that we bought off Etsy. This does not tell me the shop name, and I can't remember, so I'll include it right in here for you guys. Now this one, I'm super excited about. I saw this on Etsy, and I had to have these, and there's a few more that I will add to my collection when I can afford. Oh my god, they're individually wrapped. So like these, I bought 4 of these. I bought 4 individual packages and they sent them all together, which is fantastic. Then I didn't have to pay for shipping for all of them. And I did get a refund for that, which was great about the shop, is that you got charged for shipping for each individual item, but if they're going to ship them together, they'll refund you the amount that they don't use if you're shipping. But let's just talk about this first one. Now, all the other ones are just packaged very nicely in this brown paper, but this one has a little bit of a note with a Deathly Hallows symbol, which I can't wait to use that for a project in the future. So thank you to this boutique. It's so cute. This is Harry Potter themed, if I have not made that clear. I mean, I think the Deathly Hallows put that out there, but went to a shop to buy these. I don't want to spoil what they are. Okay, without further ado, let's undo the twine. Oh, there's a little knot. That was not as satisfying undoing that little one as I thought it would be, because there's another knot. So give me a second. So there's a little charm. Oh, well, there we go. I didn't have to do it without cutting it. Always like to save it. Okay, because I am challenged. This is the boutique. Because I can't read. I know it's the second one is Creations Boutique. Well, like, I can't pronounce the first word. But it says, would like to thank you for your purchase. With this, can't tell if that's 10. With this $10 off coupon, use on your next purchase. And then they give me the code. Yeah, I think it's, is it $10 or 10%? I can't really tell. But either way, I love it when they do that, when they send out coupons. Let's get into these. As I've been saying, this paper is just, it's so cute. It reminds me so much of how they would wrap my books if I was really in Diagon Alley. So here's the first one. I didn't even look. Oh, yes. It's Gilderoy Lockhart's Magical Me. Oh, there's a little bit of glue right there. But look at this. And these are old books. So they do not have, what is this book called? Strengths and Finders 2.0. So that is really cool that these are reused. These are old books that they have recovered with the Magical Me by Gilderoy Lockhart. And then on the back it says, number 1 on the Daily Prophet's bestseller list. Gilderoy Lockhart is famous in the wizarding world and has been awarded the Order of Merlin 3rd class and is the honorary member of the Dark Forces Defense League and the 5-time winner of Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award. I just thought I had to have this because my Q&A I named Magical Me. If you haven't checked that out, click the card. Alright, so now that you know what they are in the inside, oh, this one, can you guess what other books I got? Now, you're probably like, Tara, why did you buy the Dolores Umbridge assigned Dark Arts book? Well, I will tell you, because I had to. Like, it's a class. Like, it's because it's awesome. Oh, this book is The Christmas Box Miracle, and it looked so good. So yeah, now I have the Defense Against the Dark Arts by Basics for Beginners, because our Defense Against the Dark Arts was very appropriate for our age level, okay? I'm 24. I think I can establish my own age level of appropriation for Defense Against the Dark Arts, but it's okay. It's okay, Dolores. Still got your book, though. Alright, now to be honest, I forgot what other two I bought. I know that you can... Oh, yes! Because I had to have this. This is Hogwarts, A History. You know, the one that Hermione talks about all the time in every book, being like, you really should read Hogwarts, A History. And then Harry says something like, why would I when you have this book memorized? So it's got the Hogwarts crest on the back. This book is a midnight clear. But, like, look at it. Oh. And what is the last one? I can't remember. Yes! Advanced Potion Making. That is right. I did buy this. This is so cool. And this book is The Sunflower. So yeah. This is so, I love this. They did such a good job. But it is so cool. These are spectacular. I'm so excited I bought these. Yeah. Alright, so that concludes my Etsy haul. Now we're gonna get into the actual projects that I was telling you about. So we have got 2 of the fabrics already picked out, and me and my mom decided which fabric was gonna go with which tote bag. So I will insert some footage for you guys to see of us like cutting. I do all the cutting for it. She helps me with math of what we're going to need, and then she does all the sewing for both of those totes. But I was like so excited that these totes turned out so good. My mom's such a good, is it seamstress? Sewer? Well, seamstress meaning clothes? I don't know, but she does a fantastic job, and I'm like super excited about these totes, and they are, they have just turned here's the originals. I will insert some footage of the original ones from the boxes that I got them in, and then what they turned out to be. It is just so fun that we got to do these different projects, and that I have set my mind of when I get something in a box and I'm like, oh, that just needs a little bit of tweaking to make it for my style, and then finally seeing it come together, it's like makes it unique and me, and I just love it. So these totes just turned out fantastic, and it was so cool seeing a project that I envisioned in my mind come together and come to life. DIYs are just like, they're so fun to me. Okay, so those are the 2 totes, and then here is some of the footage of me placing some of my pins on my pin board, hanging board, and that was fun. I did found a pin that I didn't have in the footage being placed, and I have now put that on the pin board. So yeah, that was pretty fun too. So I eventually will do like a pin collection, but I wanted a few more pins to add to my collection before I do a video on that for you guys. So I just wanted to include like what I did with my banner that I received from Etsy, and just like what I turned it into, and how I kind of placed things. I had my mom's help again with the placing of them, because with her design sense, I kind of just, sometimes I need another eye, and same vice versa. Sometimes she needs my eye to see like how things should be placed. You just need another like eyeball looking at it, or set of eyeballs looking at it, to figure out where they should be placed. But I'm super happy with it. I'm finally happy that I can display them all together, and that they're like hanging up and they're just not on a shelf of not knowing where to be placed, which is always awesome when I find a home for my Harry Potter stuff. I have a bookcase that is starting to fill up with my Harry Potter stuff, but I'm slowly running out of room because I have other things that just I have collected. Like I have a small sea turtle collection, and I just don't have enough place because I'm starting to get decor items and whatnot, and I guess you could call them knickknacks, that would go into my home once I am able to purchase my own home. That is also, so I'm starting to run out of room for my Harry Potter stuff, so it's really fun when I'm able to add a banner to include all of my pins. The next project was I just tried to film a DIY of this potion and that I made, but I didn't like how the footage kind of turned out to do a DIY for you guys, so maybe in the future I will redo that DIY. So let me go grab that potion. So I got my potion here for you guys, and this is what she looks like. It looks like. I don't know why we like to make things have names for it. But anyways, I tried to make a DIY video of this potion. And so here's some of the footage of me making this DIY, and it didn't really turn out the way I wanted, so maybe eventually I will redo that video. But here is this potion, and I have changed things up since I filmed that DIY video, which is I have cut these out to have a different why won't it focus? So I cut it out around the edges, up at the top, and then I added some twine and some beads to it just to give it a little something extra. Now, this is my travel size flu powder that is from Slugs and Triggers Apothecary. It is one use only for urgent travel, and here's the back side of it. Now, what is in here is crushed up bath bomb, some Epsom salts that I turned green, and some greenish yellow glitter. And there has little specks of yellow from the bath bomb that I couldn't get out, but I just think it gives it a little bit of depth, considering that the green that was used in here kind of has a goldy tint to it. So that was just like my version of a travel size flu powder that I had a lot of fun making these. So make sure you check out my Etsy shop, because I will have a couple of these on my Etsy channel for you guys to buy if you want them, or you can DIY them yourselves. Now, these bottles I got from Amazon for my birthday party, and I filled them with like a vodka shot with some food coloring in it, and it said "drink me" on it, because it was kind of like an Alice in Wonderland themed, you know, just to know how to decorate the cake and to make the food and drinks kind of match. So that was another fun project that I got to do over the month of April. And I also have, as soon as I get the last the last item to finish my my fairy dust potion bottle, ingredient bottle, I will have that DIY for you guys to view for your pleasure. I actually filmed it a way that I like it, learned my lesson from the last one, but unfortunately I will not have the last component that I need for that potion bottle until sometime in June, so be sure to make sure you look out for that video in the next couple of months, because I will have that. And then I am planning on making a pixie dust potion ingredient bottle, because yes, fairies and pixies both exist in Harry Potter. If you did not know them, I learned that for myself. So all of my potions and potion ingredients will be inspired or a replica of some sort of the Harry Potter world, but everything is done and designed by myself. I actually had a really fun time making these labels. And yeah, I will include all of the stuff that I used for this potion if you want to try to make it for yourself, or you don't even know where to start to make your own little potion bottles. But eventually, I hope to be making some bigger potions, but that's just kind of where I started, because it was what I had, and in these times, you never know how long it will take you to get something when you order it online. Again, this was a project that I have done, that I did a filmed doing, but I just don't think my technique is well enough for an entire video of this, so I will just include some footage of my project here. So this is just a wood board, and it has some work still left to be done on it. Like, I need to sand the bottom and all the drips and stuff, and then paint the bottom black. But this was my attempt at a paint pour, and I tried to follow the technique, but apparently I let some things fail, like some drippage when you're trying to do the tree ring pour. And then I did not add enough paint to my mixture or pour it onto the board enough. And then the other thing is I got a flame torch for the kitchen, and for whatever reason I can't get my burnt button button, I'll put the gas right here into the flame torch. For whatever reason, maybe I got the wrong size, I'm not doing it right, or whatever, so I couldn't do the little torchy thing to pop all the bubbles to get these cells over here, if you can see that. So these were just all because they popped themselves, so there is little divots like that throughout the board. And I just think it's really cool, and I got all of the stuff that I needed for this. This was inspired by a sunset or a sunrise, and I actually am really digging it. It was a lot better turnout than my last couple that I did. I have done 3 paint pours. One was my second paint pour that I did for you guys that I put on YouTube. And then I did one right after that on the first one that I did and recovered it. So this is the one that has been painted on 2 other times. And yeah, so I finally actually like it, though you can see where it kind of I wish it all looked like that, but you know, it's nothing in nature is perfect. Everything is organic, and that's kind of what I feel like what this board is. It's organic. So the plan for this is after I fix up and sand the sides a little bit and paint the bottom of it, I will make it, I think, into a table. But it's about finding the right legs for it. But I could always turn it into a clock if I wanted to. Haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I did finish the paint pour. So that's the important thing, right? Now, the last project that I have found very therapeutic over the month of April is my plants. So I was hoping by now to be able to put my plants outside, but it is still too cold for that. It is still too cold for that. So I have started a seed kit. I bought some seeds, and then I bought a starter kit with a tray, and then put the little pods in there, and then filled it with some dirt. And I have planted, and I've got some footage here for you of my process of planting the plants, and then their daily growth. Well, not daily. I mean, I guess because it's kind of daily because I didn't do it weekly. I did it when I saw some significant growth. Some of it is day to day, some of it is over the week. And then just on Saturday, it's Monday, I'm filming this, but you guys won't see this till Wednesday. So on Saturday, I finally decided I'm just going to replant some of the plants that haven't sprung up because it's been 3 weeks and 2/3 of them have not popped up with any growth. So I'm like, maybe I drowned the first set of seeds, so I'm gonna replant some of these and hopefully that they will spring up. But because on Friday there was a freaking blizzard, I have no idea. Apparently the frost date is until sometime in May, and I'm just like, why? It's spring. Why can't I plant stuff outside? It's because of the frost. But anyways, this video was initially supposed to be Happy Earth Day. So I was going to talk about how I started my herb garden and my vegetables, and then take you outside and show it to you guys and celebrate Earth Day and planting your own plants. And, you know, it's something, but unfortunately, it's still too cold day to day for me to plant stuff outside. Side note, I did have some parsley from last year pop up, and that made me really excited. That usually sometimes parsley will grow back, but here in where we live in Michigan, it doesn't tend to very often, but it did this year, and that was pretty exciting to see my little parsley. I have 2 parsley plants outside growing from last year, and then I also had 2 gigantic catnip plants, and they kind of took over the garden last year, so I just dug up one of them and tossed it because I was like, you too much, and the cat doesn't like you that much. So there's that. And along with the cat, I planted him some cat grass. Now, I should have waited because
or I should have planted, one, I should have planted a whole lot more seeds for the cat grass. Two, I kept adding more seeds under the dirt as more was springing up and realized it's not very full. Three, I introduced the cat grass too early to the cat that he could eat it. So he pulled up the cat grass from the dirt instead of just knobbing on it. So I went to the grocery store and I saw wheatgrass, which is the same thing as cat grass. I looked it up before I bought it. I was like, I gotta make sure that it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And and that's obviously a lot fuller and it works, so he can knob on that one while I grow him another one. So if he eats too much of one, then I can switch it out with another one, and then he can let the other one grow while he knobs on another. That's the plan for the cat. But it's not the only thing the cat likes to get into. He tried to get into my tomato plants, and I'm like, no, you can't have those because those are for mom, and not me mom, like my mom. Which is, so like, let me backtrack. So I'm the cat's mom, right? I adopted Theo, but my mom didn't want to be called grandma. So she is also mom. Mama. I'm usually mommy, but she's mama. But I'm also mama, so like, it's this whole thing. So when we're talking to the cat, you never really know which mom we're referring to. We do. But the cat, I don't think does, and like if you were a stranger, you wouldn't, or you were even a friend listening into our conversation, you wouldn't really know. But anyways, they're for mom, because I don't eat tomatoes. I'll eat a tomato if it's on a sandwich and I forgot to order it off, like a fresh one. But I tend to not eat tomatoes. It's just this mushy, the texture, and I don't know. It's just not for me. But anyways, so I'm growing her some tomato plants, and he tried to get into the tomato plants, and I'm like, no, cat, you cannot have the tomatoes. Also, I bought from the store onions, green onions, and you can grow them from water, by the way. You can grow them from water, but because I was starting my plant collection, and my plants are starting to get a little bigger for them starters, I planted four of the 6 green onions into dirt. So hopefully they will be ready to be transplanted outside, which, fun fact, garlic and onions help repel insects in your garden because they don't like the smell of it. Don't know if you know that. Other thing I'm growing in water is some lettuce. I already have some iceberg lettuce and one thing of regular lettuce that has popped up from the seedlings. But I am growing a head of lettuce in some water. It has gotten some growth. I heard that it could take up to 2 weeks before I could actually use a leaf. It's fine. We've got more lettuce in the fridge. I just find it really fun that you can grow stuff from water in your kitchen. And I just find that in these times, you need to have some projects to do because I go to work every day. Well, not every day, but I have days off. But like for the most part, I go to work every day. I get to leave my house and see other people, and of course I live with my mom and my brother, so I get hugs whenever I want. So I don't have that struggle that some of you all have, and I am very fortunate and lucky that I get to do that. But even I need projects to do to entertain myself and be creative, and starting your plant collection, if you've got the space and the light to do so, it's very therapeutic. I mean, I get up every morning to water my plants and check on my plants, see if anything's growing, and it just makes me feel really good about, nurturing something from seeds. I've been talking for so long. I just wanted to share with you guys like all the stuff that I've been working on and that have been finished and completed, and it's so fun, and I really like the creative juices that are coming, and I have plans for the future of like a t-shirt design that I've been planning with my mom, but I just need to get in touch with an artist, and I don't really know how that all works, if like I designed it in my head, right, but I'm not the actual physical drawer of the upload that would go on the t-shirt, so I don't know how that works, but like I've got plans in this head for different projects along with my potions and some other creations that I have made, and it's very nice to feel like I can create and not just YouTube videos. And it's just different forms of art just really inspire me, and I feel like plant growing is one form of art, because if you don't have a green thumb, if you have a black thumb, it could be very detrimental to growing some plants. But I believe that I have at least a yellow-green thumb. I hope you guys will share with me down in the comments all the projects you have been working on, things that you're excited about project-wise. If you want to see more of my face around YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and there should be more content from my channel for you to watch right in here. So I will see you guys in the next one.